Well, folks, the Copperheads return home for Game 2 of the GLSCL Championship Series, and unfortunately, they fall to the Licking County Settlers 3-1, which means it's the end of the season for the boys here in Athens, and it's a little bit of a disappointing result because the past two games were really frustrating for these Copperheads. They lost last night's game 2-1 to the Settlers. Both those runs were unearned that were scored against them, and tonight was kind of the same thing as Jake Miller pitched 5 2/3 of a pretty good baseball game. He did give up the 3 runs, he did give up 5 hits, but he didn't pitch too poorly, didn't give up too many free passes, also had 3 strikeouts along the way, so they went to the bullpen a little bit early because of the early deficit. The Settlers scored all 3 runs in the first 4 innings of the ballgame to jump out to that 3-0 lead, and it was all about the offense that was really ice cold throughout this series. They only scored 1 run last night, had 2 hits in last night's game. They improved upon it tonight as they had 7 hits as a collective whole, but you still had guys struggling throughout the lineup. They left a ton of guys on base, double digits as a matter of fact, and they also left a total of 7 guys in scoring position. So if you're going to win ball games, you can't be making those mistakes, as it was really uncharacteristic too for the Copperheads in this series because they were the most efficient team in the GLSCL for the most part of the season, scoring guys that were on base and not leaving too many stranded. But I tell you what, it really was a disappointing result as they got that last run in the 9th inning. In the bottom of the 9th, these guys never gave up. That was the one thing that I really enjoyed watching this game here tonight, as the hometown hero, Kyle Dean from Athens, Ohio, hit a solo home run to lead off the inning. Got these fans here pretty excited. They had almost a record attendance here at Bob Wren Stadium, but it was just a little bit too late as the next 2 guys, Bretton Penn and Brandon Bagetto, struck out swinging to end the game. So that's it, Copperheads fans. Really enjoyed calling every game for you this year, also posting all these videos up online. You would have liked to have seen a GLSCL championship for the first time here in Athens, Ohio, but it was a heck of a run for the guys. They started out the season really slow, were second to last place in the league for quite some time, only ahead of the Lexington Hustlers, and they slowly worked their way back, which was really impressive to see. The guys might have had a little bit of trouble adjusting to the Wood Bat League here in the Great Lakes Summer Collegiate League, but they kept working at it and got this team a lot better than it was in the beginning of the season. Really had that nice surge at the end of the regular season where they won 9 straight games, won their final 13 out of 15 to end that regular season, and they swept the Xenia Scouts, but it just came down to a couple of games here. The Licking County Settlers were the more experienced team, as actually they've now won their 3rd straight GLSCL title. They have a 3-peat going, and you know, it's just a bummer of a result. I would have loved to have seen them win this championship in my 2nd year with the team. Thank you so much, fans at home, for a great season, and we'll see you next year.